everyone, this is LC Creations here, and I'm here to show you ZT2 Mod Editor so far. You can see I've been really working on it. I just wrote this all this week, all this coding, all this complicated stuff in C#. So I'm gonna, since you don't understand this, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys what I got here. So I'm gonna start the software here. No, it's already started. Just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and start the software here. Now, first of all, before we get started, I'm going to go into here and I'm going to show you something real quick. So let me go ahead here and I'm going to go open up one of my directories to one of my projects here. So I'm actually going to show you, let's see, I'm going to show you, I like to make it a copy just in case I ruin anything. But I'm going to go into my wood aviary project that I published a while ago, and I'm going to go into the entities and objects and fences. I'm going to show you the code names here. So here's the height 2, height 3, height 4, height 5, and then height 6, and then here's 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and then there's the gates and stuff. And then I also have the AI files, and I have, you know, the strings too, the Zoopedia, here the what it's named in game and everything. So just that was a mistake when I was testing my software there. It made a little mistake. Sorry about that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead in here and I'm gonna show you the Zoopedia also. This is what we got here in the Zoopedia. So we go ahead here, and what I'm going to show you today really is I already showed you how to add fences into the game, or into your project. I already showed you all this stuff here. I also added a compress as thing here, and then compress project, so you don't have to click compress as and resave it. It's the same thing every time. You can just click this. And then I have the main project directory that I added here. You haven't seen this yet. So basically what this is this throughout your whole project, in Mod Editor, when you're using it, you can enter your directory here, which I actually need to do this. So you're going to want to copy the directory to your project, and you saw all the code names that I showed you. So I'm going to click that, and then what I'm going to show you is view project info. So basically, this is not done for any of the other things, but basically when you click this and then you use the main directory, you can it'll show you for each thing. It'll show you how many buildings, enrichment, fences, foliage, food items, paths, walkable elevated paths, walkable overhang elevated paths, rocks, scenery, shelters, you know, all that stuff that you have in your project. But you'll be able to click on every single individual one and also view each and every individual code name of that specific thing. Like, say for example, fences, which is the first thing that I just got done, and I have all this other stuff to do. It doesn't really take that long to make it, especially because this is the base to everything else, so it'll take a few minutes for everything else, and that's it. So when I click this in that project, remember I showed you in that directory right there, this directory, this project directory, contains all these different code names that are listed here. So you can see here there's 02, 203, 03, 03, 04, 04, 04, 05, 05, 05, 06, 06. And if you click on the one of them, you can see all the different properties that it has. Now a lot of them aren't specified, but which means that you can't. I'll get that later. Anyway, I can view each and every individual things, you know, like code names, fences, properties, and such. Not only can I actually do that, but I can also edit the properties. Now this is pretty cool because it's really quick and you don't really have to worry about it. So let me head on over to the directory here. I'm going to go to the directory of my project, and I'm going to open the AI file of this in Notepad. Now I can edit it in here in the software, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to go into I'm going to actually view the file through Notepad this time. So that way it's easier, because then I'd have to exit that. So say if I want to change the headroom, the minimum headroom of this file, in this XML file, I could just click on this and I could make it, say if I want to change it to 2, you could click 2, and then it'll make sure that, let you confirm that. And once you click yes, if I go back into that file, it'll change that. Now, same thing, if I wanted to change that back to 0, I could. So this is an easy fix kind of thing. If I want to change the UI sort, I could. If I want to change the filter that is used in the project, or the broken model, which model is used as a broken fence, fame requirement. I can even edit true and false properties. So like say see-through, if I want it to be false, I could change it to false. Now for these ones that are not specified, you can't change those. I want to add an add property thing, which is pretty easy, but it's just that much more coding to do though, and it'll add a lot more time for the other things, so I'm planning on doing that at least in another version of Mod Editor after I publish this one. And then that way it'll, be this is like the base to the next one. So I can edit the cost, the buy cost of the object, and the destroy cost, and the software goes by this name right here. And I can edit all this cool stuff here, and it's really cool because you can change everything from here. Not only can you just change that stuff, but you can also change the in-game name, the name that shows up in-game of the object. If I wanted to, I could also change the whole entire code name of the object just by clicking this label right here. And all I have to do is I could just type in a new code name. So say if I didn't want to start at height 2, I wanted to start height 2 to height 3. Say I could change this to wood aviary fence height 0, 6 to 7. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change that to height 0, 6 to 0, 7. And I can click change and then yes. Now that just changed the whole entire project code name. It changed it everywhere. Now it didn't change this because we didn't enter an entry for that, but we can change this if we want to. We can change it to height 0, 6, 0, or sorry, HEIGHT 6 to 7, and then we can go ahead here and we can click change. Once we click change, it also changed that. So if I go ahead and I go into the project here, I can view the projects, and you'll see that there's no 02 anymore. It's 06 to 07. It basically did everything for you. It recoded everything in one. And of course, with it renaming the AI files, it has to rename everything in here, including what's in here, all the files that contain that, and then also not only that, but it has to change the names in here too. So it actually, this is a mistake, I'm going to fix that, don't worry about that. It duplicates that every time. I know why that's happening, so just don't worry about it. But anyway, you can do all these things with this, and I really like it. I mean, you guys have no idea. I've been wanting this for a long time, myself. But when I got into computer programming, I started getting interested in all this stuff, and it brought me to this. So then here's the other thing. And so, yeah, that's about it. That's what the software, it'll offer that to you. So anyway, have a great night, or